And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Hatchery Cup semi-finals for Hatchery Cup number 15. It has been an intense, but also I would say a little bit more of a brief tournament so far, but now we've made it to the top 4. We have our top 2 players. We have our TvP and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ley Lines. We have the South Korean Terran player, the blue Terran representing Shopify. It is ByuN. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Protoss player from the land of Poland, representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. Here we go. And if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. And place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our PBT. Let's go. Let us go as we do jump in to embrace our next matchup here. As a reminder, the winner of this series does advance on to the grand finals, and we'll see who it's going to be. Let's go. As the SCV does scroll around the edge of the map, and the SCV is coming in for an eBay block. Krystianer does move down earlier on, though, going for a gate expand before the Cybercore. Oh, is in position. SCV comes in, and Krystianer, he will spot this immediately. From here, he should pull the boys, and he will deny the eBay block. Not bad. Not a bad start here from Krystianer. We'll zone away and we'll focus this down. So ideally here, as we get into this game, ideally ByuN, he was hoping to force the unnatural natural. If he's able to block this for long enough, he will force the natural, or the third base, to be taken as a natural instead. But Krystianer, he scattered early enough and he expands. Let's go. So gate cyber into Nexus here. Krystianer, he does expand, and now we can settle into a longer game state. Looking a lot more comfortable here. Likewise, ByuN going for the CC on the high ground to make sure he doesn't get punished on the low ground. He doesn't get delayed. Now we can settle in. Now, when it comes to these two players facing off, Krystianer, he has been looking crazy as of late. For those of you that are watching Sparkling Tuna Cup, you'll know that Krystianer did take down Cure in a very, very intense series. 2-0, actually. It was a crazy performance from Krystianer, and it wasn't any cheese either. It was solid mid-game. Like, solid mid-game here from Krystianer, mid to late game as well. So I do believe that Krystianer can bring ByuN down. ByuN is still favored coming into this, but I can definitely see this going to the ace match, and I can definitely see Krystianer bringing ByuN down as well. Let's go. Just catching up with the chat. Likewise, recalls back home to zone away the initial Reaper. Reaper does scout the Twilight Council. Reaper is aware. So go back in. Does go back in to confirm. Behind this, your next goal as a consecrator should be to aim to play and win more tournament series than you have casted so far. Cap. We've casted more StarCraft than anyone else, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. No. We retire, baby. We retire. I wouldn't be opposed to, because I know that Roddy, he doesn't like necessarily like inviting people too often or too frequently. But I wouldn't be opposed to, like, I don't know, like in like 6 months or something, coming back on for like a ZVP, like a proper ZVP. That'd be fun. Would be fun. It'll give me an excuse to learn from Eric, to learn even more. Which gives excuse. 1:25 AM right now in Korea. ByuN is a monster, such a grinder. Mate, this, you ain't seen nothing yet. ByuN, he's the kind of player that does regularly pull all-nighters to play in non-stop tournaments. Every Monday. So Water TV Monday into Monday Night Weekly into Pegasus Monday. It's specifically ByuN, Hero, Solar, Cure, Bunny. There's like an elite team of Koreans and Europeans that stay up and they play in all 3 tournaments, and they play StarCraft 24/7. It's crazy. It's crazy. Krystianer is not one of them. Geralt is. Fun fact. Geralt is. Oh, no. As Module comes in, late reaction, late pull away, and with that 4 probes go down. A very chaotic defense here from Krystianer. Ay. Was otherwise distracted. And with that, ByuN even gets away with both Widow Mines. Strong start. Very strong start. Does get away. Does pull out. From here, we do have ByuN building up back at home, getting to his own 3-1-1 setup. Likewise, Krystianer going for a very economic build. 2-gate blink into a third base, into a 4-gate follow-up. It's a very greedy play here by Krystianer so far. He is getting away. I mean, he's getting away with it outside of losing workers to the mine drop. From here, they're settling in. Now, what we should expect is a charge follow-up into a forge, into +1. Oh, never mind. A little bit more old school, going for a faster bay, going for faster Colossus. Now, it is a little more standard, a little more meta to delay the bay in favor of first charge and +1 and a gateway explosion. So this is going to be earlier Colossus. Wouldn't does come back in. Krystianer this time does pull away. This time he does react in time. Likewise, another mine drop here into the main base, and I'm loving the retargeting here, getting another 3 in total. So 2 in the main, 1 at the third, 3 in total here. ByuN popping up. Getting how many? 7 worker kills so far. Oh. So they poke in. Poke in, they pull away. Third CC is in production. I believe that Krystianer, yep, he does see the third CC, so he knows that he can be greedy. He knows that he is safe. Yes, ByuN is pushing, but this is not an all-in. So back at home, Krystianer getting into his Colossus. Again, delayed gateways. Later forge. Krystianer is slowing this down. Needs to buy time for extra warp-ins. So far, picking up Marines. Oh my god. Not quite catching the Marauder, but he's being pinned back. Yeah, we'll lose 1 Stalker. 2 Stalkers go down. Nice pickups at the same time. Drop coming back in. Getting 2 more workers. And Krystianer, has he bought enough time? He's got 1 Colossus. Yeah, he should be fine. Yeah. He's got a Colossus. He's got charge. ByuN, I would say at this point, overextending. Okay, he does set up ahead of time. Trying to catch out the Stalkers. Does try to catch him out. Yeah, tank volley's going off. And ByuN dropping into the main. I do love this actually. In a head-on fight, Krystianer wins, but ByuN, he does avoid that. Remember, recall's on cooldown. Going for the bait, and he will snipe it. Going for the forge even. Oh, a brutal blink in. He gets punished for it. So many Stalkers go down. Every Stalker goes down, takes down all the Stalkers, takes down the forge. And ByuN, he's pulling Krystianer apart. Again, Krystianer, he had enough to shut down the main push, but ByuN, he didn't move in. He did not push in, he went for the drop instead. Krystianer, he is hurting. Going for a run by, gets spotted by the SCV. He's spotted. ByuN going for the kill. Oh, Colossus had to pull away. Zell say catch reinforcements. Setting up first around. It does set up. Collapsing on the tanks. The first 2 tanks go down. Nice pickoffs. Other Marauders. He sims in, takes down 1, and he wants the other. Oh, he wants it. He gets it. Takes down 2. Yeah, barely snipes both. No shield batteries, no support. Ay. Krystianer being so greedy. And with that, the supplies are close, but it's anything but. ByuN, he was able to snipe both high-tech units. That means that Krystianer, he's falling further behind. His army just doesn't scale as well. He does have that 1 Colossus. He needs more Colossus, more of an economy, more bases. Krystianer has some catching up to do. And again, that was a very cheap army for ByuN. ByuN did lose all of his tanks, but at this point, they've served their purpose. At this point, we are done with tanks. Building up more of an army. Double forge on the way for a double. Right, +1 was denied. No shot. I forgot. +1 was denied. Yes, the restart +1. Going double forge to catch up. And if ByuN is passive, then Krystianer can recover. But ByuN, he's moving out. He's moving out once again. He's got Vikings sprinkled in. He's got Ghosts on the way for EMPs. Now, there's a world. If Krystianer, if he can force field this army, if he can cut it in half, then he can take a fight. Zelrame moves in. Takes down the Marauder. Catching up potentially some Ghosts. Not quite. Ghosts, they do slip away. Zell say bring back the army. They delay the 4th CC. Not bad. They get 3 SCV kills. Krystianer doing quite a lot here. Or doing what he can. Behind this, going into Disruptors, we have triple robot production on the horizon. Again, Krystianer, he still needs a little bit more time. Un poquito más, papi, un poquito más. He needs those Disruptors. Krystianer peels off a couple of Zealots. ByuN does find him. Let's find him. Here comes the main bush. Again, a hefty amount of bio, very Marauder heavy. Ghosts are available, Vikings as well. As I mentioned before, a lot of this will come down to the Novas and come down to the force fields. As Krystianer, he is keeping up with the southern army, but he does miss the main force until now. Krystianer out of position. ByuN, he does get up the ramp. First Nova goes off. Not bad. Takes down the first Ghost. At the same time, Krystianer peels off some units, takes down a full medevac. One medevac does get in. But Krystianer, he's keeping up. He's keeping up. He deters the drop. He defends against the main army. So far, so good. Again, no more mistakes here from Krystianer. He can still bring this back. I mean, he is recovering. As how many Novas does he have? 6. Soon to be 8. So 8 Disruptors here for Krystianer. I would say that ByuN, at this point, he has to rely on his multitasking. He has to rely on going for counterattacks, going for multi-pronged aggression. Speaking of, jumping to the main. Oh, Krystianer does run into the main army. There it goes off. Decent connection. As he does force field, some panic force fields, just trying to buy some time. Drop gets cleaned up. He's able to run back across the map. As he does get into the bases. You see Krystianer trying to catch ByuN out. Does try to catch him out. Results are being cleaned up. ByuN, he had an army back at home. And both armies are maxed. Both armies are maxing out. Now, ByuN is still one step ahead because of his earlier lead. Oh! There it goes off. Good connection. Very nice. But ByuN's lead here is his tech, his Liberators. Liberators are on the way. And right now there's no good answer. Stalkers, they're a bit of a band-aid solution. But Liberation is coming. DT counterattack on the way. There is no turret. As DT's a butts into the mineral line, they do blink in. SCV's going to be going down. Novas is thrown away. Vikings able to back the Colossus. But that's going to be 12 SCV kills. Does force out EMPs. Still trades against the army. Krystianer, he's back in this. He's getting more damage. Likewise moves in. Never goes off. And Novas, they pop off. They get into the mineral line. Massive connections. And ByuN is falling apart. He's falling apart. 34 SCV kills. DTs are still on the bases. ByuN, he had a strong start to the game, but Krystianer, he did recover. He did recover. He did bounce back. He maxed out. He did mention that he was hoping that ByuN would be more passive. And ByuN, he was unable to pull Krystianer apart. And sure, Liberators are on the way, but that's going to be 37 SCVs. Other Novas. Once again, they're popping up. They trade well enough. Krystianer still pushing forward. We have 2 Liberators behind this. Oh my god. Another Nova connects. Meanwhile, another massive DT counterattack gets into the mineral line. No turrets, the DTs. They get another mineral and they get another 15 SCVs. As he barely slips away. Does blink out. So Krystianer rotates. Does rotate around. We'll bleed out one of his disruptors. Disruptor falls. Massive DT counterattack. This time is spotted. This time is seen. ByuN trying to turtle up. Does try to turtle. DTs, they actually come together with a main army instead. In the back line. Oh, brutal EMPs. Yeah, massive EMPs on the army. Disruptor's going to be falling. Oh, God. I was going to say not a bad fight for ByuN, but does take some nerves to the face. DTs, they rotate to the top side instead. They can go for the turret. It doesn't quite go for it, though. And not quite. Never goes off. This time the splits are better. DTs are going for the planetary. They don't get the best around, but one more swipe. Oh, the last. He gets it. Planetary goes down. Krystianer, he's so close to breaking ByuN. He's so close. The Novas, the balls. Ooh. The best connections, not this time. Uh-oh. Yeah, bleeding out Disruptors, bleeding out Colossus. Krystianer, a massive overextension. He bleeds out too much. That was what? 6 Disruptors going down. Colossus as well. Now only Stalker. Oh, this doesn't scale well. Yeah, only Stalker here. He has to pull back. Has to get the hell out of here. Picks up a couple of Vikings, a couple of Marauders. But he needs splash damage. There's one Nova. Nova goes off. Oh, nice splits. Very nice splits. As the next is going to go down. More Stalkers falling. Zelta coming from behind, and now with the charge loss, he can take the fight. And he can and he will. Force the pick up. The power of the charge lot. But again, those are expensive losses for Krystianer. And up until this point, Krystianer, he was recovering very nicely, taking down mineral lines, taking down bases as well. Krystianer still actually has a better economy, but he's on distance mining. He's just now transferring over, and he did lose all of his power units here. He has to rebuild those Colossus, rebuild those Disruptors. Krystianer, he has to lick his wounds, and ByuN, he has some breathing room. Thanks to all that damage, he has some time to breathe. Double expanding, taking the northern and southern base. Planetary's morphing in, and despite all that damage that ByuN took, he's about to catch back up. He's about to replace all of that. He's about to recover. There. Oh. Never does try to zone. Krystianer rotating over, does 9 mining at the center expansion. Not bad. Oh god, oh, the SCVs, they stack. Stack for a moment, 4 SCVs going down. Meanwhile, Liberator across the map gets 5 probe kills. Oh. Liberators, they will zone. ByuN is rotating. Likewise, so is Krystianer. Both armies remaxed. Force a recall. Keeping up with the main army, with the drop, I should say. It does recall in time. Shuts down the drop. He rotates all the way over. ByuN, likewise, also rotating. Shout out to the Observer. Jeez, that's a lot of Liberators. We did mention this earlier. That is 13 Liberators. Ay, ay, ay. We spoke about this previously, how the tech was still in favor of ByuN. Does take it over to the face. But that's 13 Liberation Zones. That's a lot of freedom. Oh, it's too much. It's too much freedom, Pat. He has to get out. He has to get out of here. Has to pull away. 2 Disruptors go down. Nice Nova. Oh, doesn't quite connect. Almost. Takes down the Ghost. Better connection towards the end. DT counterattack does hit the 3rd. Not the most valuable base, but a base nonetheless. And behind this, Krystianer just threw down a Stargate. He's working towards Skytoss, or at least he's thinking about it. Takes down 2 Libs, not bad. Likewise, DT's going for the Ghost Academy. Academy does survive. Denies a couple of CCs. Nice moves here by Krystianer. Oh, he left the Liberators alone. No shot. 3 Liberators go down for free. Not bad. That's 5 in total. 5 went down. There are 9 left. Okay, Krystianer, we're gaming. Right now, it's all about outpositioning the army, outpositioning the Liberators. Speaking of, Liberators forced to re-siege. Let the GT run by. Uh-oh. Main army coming in. Never goes off. Ooh, brutal connection. Yeah, some decent connections here. Just one really does connect. The others have to pull back. Colossus, they hold their own, but there are so many Vikings. And the army is trapped. Yeah, Marauders, they stim. They win. They shut down this army. Or at least they look to, but here come the Zealot reinforcements. Yeah, Zealots, they arrive just in time. But he does fall back to Liberators. Limited anti-air. Does fall back. Still a very close fight. Zealots did save Krystianer. Meanwhile, ByuN down to 46 SCVs, a 2 base economy. DTs are not enough to kill the planetary. Not under 2 liberation zones. Krystianer taking a fresh mining base, at least attempting to. Liberator does deny mining. Likewise, Krystianer, he's out of position. This base is going to go down. At the same time, DT Rumbai runs into the army, and oh, yeah, Krystianer, he's being pulled apart. He has no economy. GG gets called as mining is denied, and ByuN, he will take game number 1. Whew, GG. GG, well played. Again, towards the end, Krystianer, he just could not reinforce his army, not anymore. He was being denied mining top left, and he just lost bottom right as well. So no bases, no economy. GG. GG, well played. ByuN will take a lead in the series, but we'll see if Krystianer can fight back. Again, we're hoping for an ace match. We're hoping for a game 3. As I mentioned before, we have covered Krystianer defeat players like ByuN before, so we're hoping to see potentially the ace match. Let's go. As we're loading into our next game, going to be loading into Tokamak, one of the more larger defensive maps in the map pool. Here we go. We go. As we are getting into that game 2 and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Shopify Rebellion, leading the series 1-0. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player representing Offside Esports. Down in the series, we'll see if we can force the ace match. It is Krystianer. Here we go. Whew. And again, we had an intense back and forth. And imagine the last game if Krystianer wasn't playing with a deficit. Bearing in mind that Krystianer had a very rough start to the game, where he was losing workers, he was losing tech, he lost his forge, he lost his bay, he lost stalkers. It was a very rough start, which is why I'm very impressed that Krystianer did recover. He did recover, he did bounce back in that game, he had more of a back and forth, even at times had a lead over ByuN as well. In the end, ByuN still did take it, but again, imagine if we had a cleaner early and mid game from Krystianer. That's what I'm hoping for here. So we'll see if Krystianer can lock in, and we'll see if he can secure himself early on this time. Let's go. Meanwhile, I'm sure ByuN is also on notice. I'm sure he's like, oh god, that was that was crazy. Almost lost that one. ByuN also centering himself, I'm sure. We have our initial openers. This time there's no eBay block. This time Krystianer, he freely expands back at home. And of course, welcome one all to Tokamak. Tokamak is not the largest map in the map pool. That is of course in favor of Maganatha, but a large map nonetheless. Has a longer resistance by ground, and of course has much more defendable 4 bases. We have our triangular third and our of course linear third base as well. So we have seen a lot of longer games here on Tokamak. We'll see if we can get there. Again. See if we can get there. But now we have our initial openers here. Again, we have the ranks into CC on the low ground. We have the factory on the way. Twilight Council opener out of Krystianer. We're expecting Blink, but how greedy are we going to be? Last game it was 2-gate Blink into a third. We are expecting the same here as well. Just 2-gate Blink into a third base. Especially on a larger map and a more defensive map like this, we don't really expect to see too many gateways to be too aggressive. 4-gate Blink is very out of fashion, very out of meta. As ByuN is getting to his own 1-1-1. Krystianer does pull away. Likewise, there's that second gateway. Waiting for the robo. Meanwhile, ByuN going for an early drop and continuing a Hellion production. No Widowmine drop this time. We're going for a Bio drop alongside a Hellion support as well. So with this, we can either go for everything at the natural, like the Marines and the Hellions, to try to break the natural and bust into the mineral line, or we can go for a Marine drop into the main and Hellion run by into the natural at the same time. So we'll see if we attack together or if we do split off. So here comes the drop. Hellions alongside the Marines. This is quite committed here for ByuN. Bearing in mind that he delayed his add-ons here, he delayed his tech labs, and as a result delayed his tanks in favor of extra Hellions and the drop. Let's go. We are splitting up. Stalkers are ready in the main, but the natural is more exposed. Drop is deflected. Hellions looking for a way in. And they will find one. 3 Hellions, they one-shot probes. They will. They can and they will. 5 workers going down, getting up to 6. And 6, 7 probes falling. Nice damage so far. Drop is still deflected, but 7 workers and every single Hellion survives. The Hellions, they make it out. And with that, a strong start for ByuN. And we mentioned this previously here. Like, imagine a world if Krystianer had a cleaner early game. It's not this game, though. Not this time. As that is 7 workers falling. Oh! Hellions are finally cleaned up. Back at home. ByuN likewise securing himself, getting into his own 3-1-1. Tank production underway. Now into stim. Combat shields +1. ByuN just building up on 2 bases. Building up on 2 bases, Krystianer claiming his third, but again, third base saturation is more delayed than it otherwise would have been. Getting a safety immortal. ByuN does push. Krystianer, he will spot the move out. Now, this is a very early move out by ByuN. ByuN is very fond of this. He's pushing without stim. Like, stim is not going to be done for this push. The Marines are only here to support the tanks. And it's up to Krystianer to slow this down, to buy enough time for his immortal, and for the rest of these warp ins. Meanwhile, auto charge into the main. There's a recall back home. Immortal is still coming in. He does get the first tank though. Yeah, first tank goes down, a second tank as well. And with that, Krystianer, he holds. Remember, there's no stim. Remember, there's no stim here. Marines, they will get the immortal. Nice target firing. Medevac should not escape. Oh no! The Medevac does escape, just barely. Barely pulls away. I say that, remember, blink is done. Krystianer trying to hunt him down. And one more blink. And he will not get it. Whew. Doesn't get the medevac, but does get everything inside. Now the question becomes, was that worth it? I would say not. Looking at the trades here, actually, yeah, looking at the trades, it was 2 tanks. 2 tanks, 15 Marines for 1 immortal and 5 stalkers. So it was a rough trade there for ByuN. But something that has been going really well for him, as we've seen, auto harass, Hellion harass. Over time here, we've gotten, what, 17 probe kills. That is insane damage. 1 medevac goes down, but the Marauders, they unload. And the Marauders, they punish, this time with stim. But the drop is denied. Behind this, Krystianer working towards his bay, working towards Colossus. He is getting there. ByuN does sim right down mid, does push forward. The Colossus is barely not ready though. Oh, the mine shots are brutal. Stalkers going down. These Stalkers are so exposed. No shield battery. The Colossus is denied. And ByuN, he's breaking through. Before Krystianer can really build up and get into the mid game, before charge is even done, ByuN is here to knock him down. He's here to knock him down just before the upgrades, just before the Colossus. Krystianer, if given a couple of seconds, he would have been able to hold beautifully here, but not this time. Not here, not now. Zealous go down one after the other, and ByuN is done it. He has broken Krystianer. Takes down the Stalkers. Trading against the charge slots as well. You have double robo on the way. Oh, they just walk in. They just waddle in. They waddle into the bases. GG gets called as ByuN will overwhelm, and ByuN will take the series at 2-0. GG. GG, well played. ByuN, he will claim the series. He will advance on. Very impressive, very well done. And my condolences here to Krystianer. Again, he had a really strong showing in game 1, but here in game 2, he was torn apart before he could really get things going. As we mentioned, like, he was waiting for a couple of things. Charge was what, 30 seconds, 20 seconds away. Likewise, Colossus production, also another like 20 or so seconds away as well. And just before he had the Colossus, just before he had that charge, he was caught out. That's just when ByuN did strike, and ByuN was able to knock him down before that timing, before those upgrades, before that tech. GG. GG, well played. ByuN, he will claim the series, and he will be the first player to make it to the grand finals. And the question becomes, who's waiting for him? Who's there? Let's find out. Exclamation mark and be in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves. The bracket is live.